Hello everybody, welcome to God Next Gaming. I am your host here, Ep.1. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. Um, there is a game that I love to play, and it is called Rimworld. It is an indie game that is out by Ludion Studios. I will put all those links down below in the description for you guys to see. However, today what I want to do is start something a little bit different. I have been challenged in playing this game. I do love the game very much, and I find that a lot of other people like it as well. Some of you guys know that I play on a Mac, and if you don't know already, I do play on a Mac, as you can see here in front of you on my screen. What I'm going to show you today is how to install mods for Rimworld. And you can see here from their forums page of Ludion Studios, we're going to look at some mods here that we're going to add to the game. I love the modding community. I think it adds a nice aspect to different games, like the vanilla version of the game, and it adds to that, and it improves upon it in some ways. And a lot of these mods um, are fan created. Like fans create these mods, and they put them up here on the forums here for you guys to play with, and I think they're amazing. So because I play on a Mac and I've looked around and I haven't seen many people show you how to install these mods on a Mac with the Mac OS X. So I'm going to show you how to do that today. I've picked out a few of the ones that I want to try out in the new series, and we're going to try to do that as well. And I'm going to explain a few things right away, just so you know. If you're having any trouble with mods or the way they're functioning, I am not a support or a tech support in that sort of way. I don't really know a lot about the back end of it and how it goes together. I mean, I know that these people put a lot of work into creating them for you, but I don't know the technical side of it or how to fix an issue with it. I always recommend trying to use a very clean vanilla version of Rimworld. Make sure all mods or anything that you did have in there are out of it. If you have done so already, clean out the whole mods folder and start over if anything. And always try to use a separate copy of Rimworld as well. Download an additional copy of it, or just make another copy of it so that you can do the mods on a clean version of it, and then keep a regular version of it just in case you want to go back and if you did make any mistakes. So let's go ahead and move forward here. We're going to look at the first mod which I have picked out, which is the EDB interface. This is a user interface mod for Rimworld that makes a few adjustments to the default game interface. It makes finding your colonists a lot easier. I love this mod. It adds a nice UI to the game so that, like I said, you can kind of flip through your colonists a lot quicker, and they kind of show at the top of the game screen, and we'll see how that works, and we're going to go ahead and install that. I will put the links for the particular mods that I've chosen in the description below, so we'll go ahead and start with this one, and I'm going to go ahead and download that, and wherever you download it to, we'll go grab those later on to put those in. So I don't want to create an account, I just want to download the EBD interface 2.8.6 zip. So that's the newest one, and you can see it comes into my downloads, and I've already got that one. So let's go over to our next one. I'm going to be doing Superior Crafting. This looks like a really interesting mod. It takes the crafting tree, the research tree, and kind of breaks it down into a very, very basics. So you don't start out with a whole lot, and you have to do a lot more researching to unlock stuff. And I found that to be super interesting, and we're going to give this one a try because it just looks amazing to me, and I got to give this a shot. I got to see what happens with it. And there's a couple of cool things here. Like you can fix cracked bones, remove scars, and cure that bad back. I've always had a colonist with a bad back that just kind of screws me all up. So we're going to go ahead and try this out and see what we get from the Superior Crafting mod for Alpha 11. By the way, I'm playing the Alpha 11 version. So these are all mods for Alpha 11. So let's get the latest version and see what that brings us. And we're going to gotta watch the ads. Click to download, and we're going to download that and make sure that it came down, and it did. We got that as well. And I'm going to show you one other mod. This is actually a mod pack, the Ultimate Overhaul mod pack. So what this does, and this one was just released very recently, what this does is it adds a whole bunch of mods. You can see the list here. It goes down a bunch of different things here for mods, and it adds a whole bunch of those mods. It kind of groups them all together into a bundle or a package for you and brings them all in at once, and they can kind of go through and choose the ones that you want for your game. I'm actually going to click in here. I'm going to get the pawn state icons. I just want that one. I don't want the whole package, but for those of you guys who want the mod pack, you can download all of it at once. I'm going to go ahead and download this one here. This is a cool one too. The pawn state icons, what they do is they kind of add a little graphic in there to show you their particular mood or where they're at, so if they're hungry, if they're hot or whatnot, or if they're happy or sad. It'll let you know all of that too, which is kind of cool. I think it adds a nice little element to the game. And we're going to give that one a try as well and see what's happening here. Or did it download? It did not download. Let's take another look at this. I don't know. Let's give it one more try there, see if it loads. And here it is, download manual. And download manually, July 22nd. That's the current version. We'll let that go into there. Downloading file, whatever that is, that's fine. So we have the 3 that I'm going to use here so far, and we're going to close out some of these pages here. So like I said, I'll put the links in for these particular ones into the description below for you guys so that we can see exactly what they are, and when you can go grab them yourself if you want them. So now let's go back in and we're going to try to install these now. We're going to do this on the Mac operating system. So one of the things that I like to do is go into the applications folder on your Mac, and you're going to grab the game itself. And when you locate your game, you're going to right click on the game and you're going to do show package contents, and then you're going to open up your mods folder, and this is where you want to kind of bring in all of that stuff that you just found. So easy way to do this is sort of drag and drop more or less on a Mac. It comes very easy that way, so you can open up another Finder window if you want. Command N will open up another Finder window for you. You can go to your downloads, and this is where you'll find your packs that you just downloaded to install in here, and you'll see a whole bunch of other things that I've downloaded as well. Should have kept this cleaner for you guys, I apologize. But we're going ahead and I'm going to grab the 3 that I just downloaded, and we're going to just bring those right in to our mods folder and close that up, and then you'd be able to launch the game and see those in there as well. Okay, so here we are now that we're in the game and we are into the mods part of the game. So we back out of this quickly. One more time just so you click on mods, and then here are your mods. And then they're X'd out. You have the core game data, which you have to leave alone. That's part of the game. Don't uncheck that. The game won't work properly without it. And then we're going to go here and check in these to add them in, because these are the mods that we want to use with our newest game. So we're going to close this out. Now that we've checked those off and chosen them, those are the ones we're going to use. And like I said, there's a whole bunch of great mods. There was one for Crash Landing, which kind of changes the start of the game, and I thought that was amazing myself. We're going to go ahead and create a new world. This is a new version of recent update to Rimworld Alpha 11. So we're going to generate a whole new world, and yep, looks good. And now we're going to go ahead and start a whole new colony. I'm going to play on Cassandra Classic, and I'm going to do rough this time, only because I usually do challenge, but I get my butt kicked pretty often when playing on challenge, so I want to definitely be careful with my new mods now, especially with the superior crafting one, where I don't have a lot of tech right away, and I kind of have to make do with what I have. So that should make it for a very interesting start for us. Let's go ahead and hit next, and we're going to choose our latest world that we just created here. We can see by the date. And let's try to pick a very good zone for us with mountains in the forest. So we have plenty of trees, limestone, marble, and sandstone. I like granite. Let's see if we can find something with granite. There's granite and limestone. Limestone and granite again. I mean, we could stick to just that. Slates, sandstone, and marble. Sandstone and granite. Sandstone and limestone. Let's try the other side here. There we go. Sandstone and granite. I think we're going to have to just stick with that instead of going crazy trying to find anything in particular. And I like the mountainous sides, parts of the game. This way we can kind of dig into the mountain. I'm going to stick with the forest here and a very broad and good growing zone for us so that we don't have to go crazy fighting for food, especially with our new mods, as we're going to have to take our time in building up and see what it's all about. So we'll select our site. That's going to do it for that. Let's go take a look at, see who our colonists are going to be. I have a huge pet peeve about colonists that don't have hauling ability. I think hauling is a must. Mining is not such a must, but this one here can't do much of anything. We're going to go ahead right away and randomize and see if we can't get a little bit something back from here. Abrasive, lazy, green thumb. I can deal with that kind of stuff as long as he can haul. Intellectual and artistic's not that big of a deal. So a Varkai life or leaf or whatever his name is going to be will be okay. Let's move on to green. He's incapable of none. He's trigger happy and has bloodlust. That's fine. I can deal with that. And he's good at medicine. He's got a passion for it. So he may be our doctor, and our warden with a 14 social is amazing. No mining skill. He didn't have much of a mining skill either. So it's going to be tough to dig into our mountains. Hopefully we have a miner here. Yeah, a little bit of a miner. Can't do intellectual. That's fine. So we have 2 non-researchers and 1 that can research. He's a brawler, and he's cold tolerant, so he'll be good for the winters. Good melee, good social, and good growing. So he'll be our farmer right at the beginning, and he can do some mining and other stuff as well. So we'll have 1 researcher to start with. So let's go ahead and do the start and see what we come up with. The 3 of you awaken your crypto-sleep sarcophagi to the sound of sirens and ripping metal. You barely get to the escape pods before the ship is torn apart, and sometime later you land on this unknown Rimworld. As pieces of the shredded starship fall around you, you start making plans to survive. Alright, let's get into it here and see what we can do. We've got our 3 people, and then right away we'll put a pause there and you can see our new EDB interface at the top here with the UI. And that's the part that I like about it. I can select any one of these guys instantly, no matter where they are on the map, even if I can't see them, and then see them right away. So let's take a good look at the map first and see where we're at. We have a tremendous amount of mountains. This should be very interesting for us. Let's see where we're going to lay our roots. We've got some food over here. That should be interesting for us. I kind of think I like this spot right in here. It's a nice little nook, and we can kind of dig into the mountain on all sides there. Only thing is that we are far from a geothermal. So maybe we want to, I don't know. I'm not too thrilled about using sides like this here and here for the start. Yeah, we're going to move it up into this area over here. I like that best. We'll get ourselves a nice growing zone and a nice stockpile and everything else. So let's do that right away. Let's get our stockpile going. We'll put our stockpile right here so it's not so far for them. And let's zoom in a little bit here and get our weapons ready. So let's take a look at green. Green. Who is our shooter? So our best shooter so far is Leaf. You will get the Survival Rifle. Next best shooter is green. You will get the pistol. And then our melee expert is Shrike, and you will get the knife because you can melee. Now let's back off here a little bit. Let's get all of our wood. Unforbid that. We'll get that moving. Get all our food, medicine, and our silver, and our steel. Everything is unforbidden, or should be at least close to it. We're going to have to do a little long-range wiring here to get some of this stuff in here, but that's okay. We expected that anyway, right? Some more steel for us, that'll be good. And we're going to start with a growing zone right away because we're going to need to get some food growing, so we need a nice big growing zone. Nice big growing zone, lots of potatoes. Let's start off with that, and we'll do a small patch that we're going to oh, so we don't even have much in the way of what we can grow either with these new mods, so we'll leave that alone. That's fine. They can grow potatoes there as well for now. I don't need anything else. We will need some trees to be cut down. We're going to need some wood to build some stuff up, and let's get them some sleeping spots right away. So let's take a look and see what we got production-wise. We got a hand sawmill, craftsman's table, sand salt melting service, and a food prep table, and a simple grill. Small grill used to cook meat into simple jerky. Heavy table used for butchering dead creatures into pieces of raw meat and making simple salads. Craftsman work table to cut rough stone into usable blocks and grind stone to sand. Interesting. And then hand sawmill, a small muscle-powered handsaw for cutting logs into wood planks. Very, very interesting. That's going to add some interesting dynamics there. Power-wise, we have nothing because we have to do the research for it. Security, we have just the wooden trap and our sandbags. Structure, we can build a wooden wall and some wooden doors. And not much of anything else. Unfinished oak, which is nice looking. Nothing for the ship. Nothing for temperature except for campfire. Just the horseshoes. Grave and a research bench. We can do a research bench right away. Which we are not. And then miscellaneous gives us nothing. So we're going to need to do a lot of research to get ourselves up and running here right away. Alright, so let's start making plans here. We definitely want to get into the mountain for what we're going to do to get our start going. They're doing the hauling. Let's take a look at our overview quickly. At the beginning of all my games, I like to leave it as just check marks right away so that they do things at their pace and they're not, they don't have the priority set up to super high. Who's our cook? Somebody's going to make jerky for us. And he's our hunter. We're not going to let him construct, we'll let him grow. Exclusively, he can do some mining. These guys don't do any mining. We'll have to have 2 miners because we're going to need somebody to dig in. So 1 researcher, everybody hauls, everybody cleans. It's kind of the way I like to roll with it. And we're going to leave this alone for now too. We'll let him have most of the responsibilities there. On that, we're not going to be doing much of this to begin with anyway, so no big deal there. And restrictions. I mean, we'll leave this all alone for now, and we'll come back to it later on as well. Let's just get our start going and see what we're going to do. I like this little spot in here too. It's kind of a nice little hiding spot, if anything. For them to hide. I don't know if we should do some hunting and get ourselves some animals or what. Put our stockpile in there too. I think we're going to have to start planning an indoor base right away. So yeah, let's do that. Let's start planning an indoor base for ourselves. Let's go. Let's go 2 wide and go in. As soon as they're done growing, they can start mining. And let's get the speed up so they can start moving a little bit faster. Alright, so we're off to a nice little start here where we've got our stockpile going. We've got 2 growing zones, one for potatoes, the other one for potatoes too. Realized that we didn't have much here in the way of what to choose to grow, so we're going to have to stick with potato plants for now. For both of them, we'll leave this later on. We'll change it into something else. When I guess we research further, we'll have to probably do that research sooner than later. I want to set up a research bench right away. I've got some wood here as well that they've been cutting down. I'm going to start digging into the mountain here to start getting our indoor base going. We're probably going to leave mostly indoor base for this. I think it's probably the best for what we're trying to do here. They want us to build a room right away. I think we can do that. I think we can build a room. Maybe we'll stick our medicine inside that room along with our food. So yeah, let's go ahead and build ourselves a small room right over here. We'll have it just come right off of the... I have to deconstruct to put the door in. Did that backwards. Alright. And we can see that this is very basic here on this as well as far as the wood and the wooden door goes. No auto doors here. Not a lot to do with structure. We just do wooden walls, no steel walls, none of that. We have to research all of that, I believe. And I think we're going to put our research bench in here right away and make a little zone for our food and our medication stuff. I can't put any zone over there, huh? Okay. So, not a growing zone. Oh, I messed that up really good. Delete that. That's why we couldn't grow. What was I doing? Stockpile. That's why I couldn't get it to go. So, storage. And clear all. And we're going to make this important. We're going to put our foods there. And we're going to put our medicine there for now. So it's indoors and it doesn't wear down or what's the word I'm looking for? That doesn't matter. I'll think of it later. Let's get them back to working again. Why don't you haul those wooden logs for me so that my door closes. Then we're going to decide what we're going to put inside here. We have our room built. We need a meal source because we're growing lots of potatoes for that reason. What's going to go in this room here? Production. We should probably do a food prep table. And we should probably do our small grill. So that we can do some butchering, we can do some grilling of jerky when we get meat. And I think I like the idea of making this into wood planks, so we're going to put this out here too. Let's put this over here. We're going to probably mine some of this out, actually. Let's do that first. Let's mine some of this out. Salvation, yes, sounds fine to me. I don't really care about naming it because you only look at the name really once. You don't look at it much more after that. Doesn't really matter. I'm going to take that out too. We'll clean that up a little bit. We've got to get that research table in here though. It's very important. Miscellaneous research bench. Not enough stored. Not enough. So we need wood planks and we need some stone. So we're going to have to put the stone cutting table in as well. Interesting. Food prep table. What's happening there? Deconstruct that. That was a mistake. Oh boy. So let's do crafting table there. Let's do the hand saw. there. Let's add a bill. Make stone blocks. Yes. Let's do 25 times? 25 times for now. Just to get them going. Prep. Simple salad. We're going to do that. Do until you have 26. Works. Right, simple salads. We'll add a bill for butcher creature, and this will do forever. Every time I have a creature to butcher, we'll butcher them, and that's that. Grill. Simple grill. Add a bill. Cook jerky. And we'll do that 15 times when we have meat to cook up. Sounds good to me. So now we need defenses, of course. That's going to be something interesting to think about as we work this out. And they're working on stone blocks, which is good. And now maybe we can get a research bench going. Escape pod. We can use that. We want that. Not enough stored. Steel bar. Oh, steel bar we need. Right, and we've got a bad animal already. Which one is it? Broken Manhunter attacking green. So let's forbid the door for now. Recruit you. Melee the squirrel. Dude, it's a squirrel. Kill it. Oh my gosh. I can never catch a break when it comes to stuff like that. Alright, so let's unforbid that door so they can come back out. Let's go see where our escape pods are. And we got Bennett. Bennett, what do you look like? Artistic plant work. Psychically sensitive, nudist, too smart. So as long as he doesn't wear pants, he'll be happy. I think that's the rule. I think he can wear everything but pants. Not wearing any pants, he's fine. Which is fine. I don't like to wear pants either. Low food. Yes, we know we have low food. No trading capacity. We're not going to have trading capacity for some time. Let's see about Bennett in a minute. Let's go look at our cargo pods. We've got some squirrel skin. We'll take it. There's some more steel here. We'll take that. There's more food. We'll take that. And somebody's got to go rescue Bennett. So let's put I guess a sleep spot in here for now, right? And we'll change that for prisoners. And Shrike, you're going to go get Mr. Bennett. Capture him. We want to keep him if we can. So let's take a look. And you are prisoner. 30%, so get chat and recruit. Your health. Old gunshot, frail, scratch, gunshot, bruise, scratch, infection, minor, untreated. You'll get treatment, but no medicine. Not right now. We need our medicine for ourselves. We got some jerky. Hunter lacks a weapon. You have a knife. You have a rifle. You have a pistol. Oh, we have a new recruit, it seems like. I didn't even realize this person came in. Wanderer joins. Look at that. Wasn't paying attention. Wanderer joins. Jump to location. There they are. So they need a weapon. All right. We don't have a weapon for you just yet. What are you doing? Let's see. You're a good doctor, so we'll leave you as a doctor. Everybody flicks. I don't need everybody to be a warden, though. So 14 and he's 11. He's got a passion for it. That's a shame. You don't need to warden. You don't need to warden either. We'll leave those two for wardening. And a passion for hunting, we'll leave that alone because we're going to need you to hunt at some point. Leave those two to construct. You're going to have to mine because you're not going to grow. But you can research and you can haul and clean, which is good too. Excellent. So I think we're going to go ahead and put a break in here at this point. Looks like we got a good start going. I want to thank you guys. Hope you enjoyed the little tutorial on mods. And we will catch you in the next episode very soon. I'm going to try to keep this series going for as long as I can this time. So welcome to Rimworld Modded. Thank you and bye now.